you repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
Now, why is that important that we fight for it? Can somebody talk about it?
No one else will.
Or if we don't, no one else will. Somebody else. Who we dependent on? I don't know if that's correct English, but it is tonight. Right? Somebody else. It's our, oh man, who invited the scholars? All right, I wasn't ready for that. It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and protect each other. Why we kind of get down low on that? I didn't mean to say down low, no Diddy or nothing like that. But why do we go low on it is our duty to protect each other? No. Who else gonna fight for us, Brother Hassan? All right, so we need to be willing to fight. A lot of us say, I'm willing to die. No, I'm willing to fight. People die every day. We die over dumb stuff every day. If you turn on Facebook, somebody died over tennis shoes. Somebody died over a parking space. Somebody died over a chick. All right? No, over a hamburger. Man, where do you sell those? All right? So, repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and protect each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and protect each other. We have nothing to lose but our change.
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 Give yourselves a round of applause. As always, we can't start, begin, or end anything without getting permission from our elders. And I'm looking at Mother Gordon right now, and I'm looking at the leaders of Kwanza House, my brother Rodney, my brother Rashid, and nobody's pulled the hook on me yet, all right? So I'm gonna keep it going. So Mother Gordon.
I got this.
Right, oh man, I love when I know people say I got this.
You ready? Yeah, give it up for my grandmother and Brother Gordon. Yes, it is another day. You know what it is. How we doing tonight?
All right.
That's like we doing. Great. Abargani. Ujima. We practiced a little bit yesterday. Let's try it again. Abargani.
Ujima.
There we go. That's how we like to hear it. So, Ujima is the word of the day, collective workers. No, they're cooperative economics, collective workers responsibilities tomorrow. I'm trying to time travel a little bit. But before we get ahead of anything, we need to honor the people that came before us. Correct? And there's no one here, we went on ad nauseum yesterday about it, and so I'm not going to tread all around too much. But we're going to talk about this woman right here, Mother Diane Gordon, who has, without her, Kwanza Toledo would not be here. The woman who wanted me to continue this legacy, and the woman who I always look to make sure that we're doing this correctly. So, Mother Gordon, Granny, do we have your permission to continue the celebration?
Yes, you do.
I would love you both to be here. I always find asking my grandmother permission to continue really funny because she's the one calling me like, hey, are you going to be here today? Hey, did this get done? Did that get done? Blah, blah, blah. So if she told me no, just to mess with me one day, I probably would short circuit and fall down on the ground. Anyway, Granny, do you have anything to say?
I just want to say thank you for coming out and in hoping that everyone take away something from the principle of Ujima, collective work and responsibility. And it's all of our responsibility to love one another, to help one another, and always be there for one another and our family and our friends and our community. And we hope that you will continue to learn more about who is your neighbor, who's in charge of your community, and who is the leaders in the community that can help leave our community better than we inherited. I always tell the young people, just because you live in the slums don't mean you have to act like you live in the slum. Your slum is a mindset, and we want you to understand that you are able to do all things if you believe in yourself, and believe in yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, again, we get to what I believe is my favorite part, and that is when I get to light something on fire. Today, we are on day three of Kwanza, Ujima, which is cooperative. Is today's collective work and responsibility?
Yes, it is. All day.
My God, I am so bad at that test. You would think that I would be getting quizzed on that since I was like 7. These 3 days at the beginning, like the first 4 days, I just keep mixing those up because they all sound so similar. Anyway, collective work and responsibility. If anything, that shows you exactly what it is. Because I didn't know I was messing up. I've been messing up all day. And I had to be informed that I was messing up. And I was like, dang, I messed up. Now I know to do it correctly. Collectively.
I just messed with you. You got it right.
Okay, so apparently I did that right. I believe you too. I was like, I've been thinking that this was right for like weeks now. Anyway, cooperative economics. That means making sure that you are able to work together. You're able to cooperate economically. Cooperating economically typically means that you're looking out for each other, helping each other out, trying to find ways to strengthen the dollar in our community, trying to make our community richer, not only in culture, but also bring that economic value back to our own dollar. So, now that that's all out of the way, and I'm on the right day correctly, we have day 1, Moja, unity. Day 2, Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. And day 3, Ujima, cooperative economics. Right? Right.
That's it.
Thank you. All right, now I'm going to invite my brother Rashid Spencer up here to take over. Give it up for my brother Rashid. Look, if I just stop talking for a period of time and it's kind of pausing, just clap. Just assume I want you to clap. Habargani, everybody. It's good to see everybody out and about. I'm glad to see y'all here for the third night of Kwanza, Ujima, which means cooperative economics. It's a pleasure to work with this little Kwanza house in Northwest Ohio and celebrate with everybody in the community. This is a part of cooperative economics. Ashe. All right. So, I'm sorry. We done all got it mixed up. Creative work and responsibility. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, creative work and responsibility is to build and maintain our community together and make our sisters and brothers' problems our problems and solve them together. So that means just sharing the burden with everybody, really, working together and doing what's right with each other. So I'm excited for that. Really quickly, we're going to do the libation. I'm going to have Brother Muhammad help me do it. I've never done it before, so I'm going to turn the mic over to him. Let's make some noise for Brother Muhammad.
Brother Rashid, I don't think that was enough noise, all right? Not at all, all right? All right, I need some drums. Libation statement as written by Dr. Milana Franklin. It is a tradition to pour libation in remembrance of the ancestors on all special occasions. Kwanza is such an occasion as it provides us an opportunity to reflect on our African past and our present here in the hills of North America. Ashe? Our fathers and mothers were brought here, slaved, lived, struggled, and built the very nation that continues to oppress, violate, subjugate our men, women, and children. Ashe? For them, then, who gave so much, we get in return. On the same soil we built, sow our seeds in liberation and a higher level of human life. May our eyes be the eagle, our strength be the elephant, and our boldness of our life be like the lion. Ashe? And may we remember and honor our ancestors and the legacy they left for us long as the sun shines and the waters flow. Ashe? And Ashe means one who changes a thing or one who makes a thing happen. Water is suggested as it holds the essence of life and should be placed in the emoji cup and poured in the direction of the four winds, north, south, east, and west. Ashe? For our people everywhere then, for Shaka, Ahmed, Abba, Samori Toure, and Azinga, and all the others known and unknown who defended our ancestral land, history, and humanity from alien, colonial, and imperialist invaders. Ashe? For our children in the fuller, freer lives they will live because we struggle. Ashe? For Kwanza in Nguzo Saba, the new system of views and values which gives identity, purpose, and direction to our lives. Ashe? For Garvey, Parks, Malcolm, King, Harriet, Fannie Lou, Sojourner, Bethune, and Nat Turner, and all the others who dared to define, defend, and develop our interests as a unified people. Ashe? And family, for you, if you know of someone in your family who have contributed to your lives and they passed on, can I hear Ashe? Who are some of your people? Ashe. 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 And for the continuous struggle through which we will inevitably rescue and reconstruct our history and humanity with our own image and according to our own needs. Ashe? For the motherland, cradle of civilization. Ashe? For the ancestors and their indomitable spirit. Ashe? For the elders to whom we can learn so much. Ashe? For our youth who represent the promise for tomorrow. Ashe? For our people, the original people, the Asiatic black man and woman. Ashe? For our struggle and remembrance of those who have struggled on our behalf. Ashe? For Umoja, the principle of unity which should guide us in all that we do. Ashe? And for the great creator who provides all things, great and small. Ashe? 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 Next on our agenda is what, Brother R.C.? The history of Kwanza. Oh, Brother Joshua, would you love to read the history of Kwanza? If you would be so kind. We have it right here.
Kwanza. Kwanza is an African American and Pan-African holiday which celebrates family, community, and culture. It's based on an African first harvest celebration organized around 5 fundamental kinds of activities: ingathering of the people, special reverence for the creator and creation, commemoration of the past, recommitment to the highest cultural values, and a celebration of good. Building on this ancient tradition, Dr. Karenga created Kwanza in 1966 as an act of cultural recovery and reconstruction. So there's some things going on back then.
Yes, sir.
There's some things going on.
Right.
And there's some things going on right now.
There's some things going on right now.
If you look at Door Street, there was a time when there were businesses lined up from where to where, from Hollywood to where?
From Washington,
From Washington.
all the way down to Sneak.
All right. And
Washington.
what happened? What happened?
Urban renewal.
Is some call it urban removal. I'm gonna take this for a second. Stay right here, all right? Family. In our community, we have a great historian. His name is Brother Robert Smith. He has the African American legacy right there at the corner of Door and Collingwood. This is a brother that I would sit at his feet and learn much. He shared with me what Mother Gordon talked about urban removal. Whenever our former slave masters and their children would segregate us, and that's one power forcing another power away. We did great things under segregation.
Yes.
We were forced to have our own businesses. Am I right?
Yes.
We were forced to have our own hotels. Am I right?
Right.
We were forced to have our own schools, our own hospitals. What else did we have?
Yeah, movie did.
We had our own movie theater, grocery stores, banks, doctor's office, pharmacies. We just got a black one back.
We had our own record shop.
We had our own record shop.
We had hotels.
Somebody needs to say, what happened, Brother Washington?
What happened, Brother Washington?
I'm glad you asked, all right? I'm glad you asked. We sold out. We can't blame our former slave masters and their children because they do what they do. They do what they've been designed to do. And it takes us. It takes us who are part of the faith business that would be able to say a word to our business owners that if you just take your business and move it to North Town, you'll have more money than you could ever have. And where's North Town? Is it here or is it gone? All right, they would say, listen, Sister Elsie, you've got to find cleaners, and we heard you got a bank. You know what? If you move it over to Southwick, girl, you'll have more money than you can ever have. And you said, Pastor Chickenfoot, is that right? Yes. So she moves her business to Southwick. Is Southwick, is it there or it's gone?
It's gone.
Okay, I don't hear it. Is it there or is it gone? So, and after they cleared it out, the city of Toledo, along with some of us in the faith business, conspired to make sure that land would never be developed for anything. Just recently, they passed an ordinance that they will build the Mott Brent's Library, which is not the Mott Brent's Library. It's really a glorified space for white people to meet, all right? Mott Library is across the street, but the more you know, the more you will know. So yeah, brother, there were some things happening then, and there's some things happening now. And it's going to take us, some of us who are calling ourselves professionals, to stand up. It's going to take some of us who say that we know scripture to practically apply it for now so that we can move our people to a better space. Ashe? 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 Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I got heated for a second.
Yeah, you can stay up here too. Go ahead and stay up here in case we catch something else.
Yeah, I'm good. I see Rashid like, come on, brother, watch this.
All right. So Dr. Kwanza created Kwanza in 1966 as an act of cultural recovery and reconstruction, like he just talked about. We needed reconstruction. It's a 7-day holiday. It's celebrated on December 26th to January 1st. And it's structured around 7 core principles. African values called Nguzo Saba. Is that right?
It's close enough tonight.
All right, roger that.
Let's roll.
All right, they're the 7 principles. They're directed towards reinforcing family, community, and culture. Family, community, and culture. Nguzo Saba. The 7 principles are Umoja, unity. Kujichagulia, self-determination. Ujima, that's tonight, collective work and responsibility.
Okay, say that again for some people in the audience, because I don't think they got that memo.
Ujima, collective work and responsibility.
All right, thank you.
All right. Ujima, cooperative economics. I think it's funny how Ujima comes right before Ujama, right? Because first we got to get together and know where we're going, right? And then we put our money together and kind of build. Nia is purpose. Kuumba is creativity. And Imani is faith. Ashe.
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 Ashe. Can we give our brother Joshua a round of applause? I love Kwanzaa. And I'm grateful for Mother Gordon for being patient with me in the beginning. Were it not for her, and I wish Brother Oscar was here, it was them back in, had to be maybe 1992 or 93. They were having Kwanzaa at Robinson Junior High School. That school was going on there, but they were in the auditorium and they had children. They had the drums and they had the young people talking about the principles. I've never heard young people talk about Umoja. I've never heard the word Kujichagulia or Nia or Imani. I've never heard these words before. But Brother Don, the ignorant part of me said, I don't want nothing to do with no Kwanzaa. That's a religion. Don't you hear people say that? Yeah. I don't believe in Kwanzaa. So our minister of the Nation of Islam at that time, his name is Charles Muhammad. He said, brother, I need you to go talk to Miss Gordon, find out what Kwanzaa really means. I think I came back and told him that, you know they doing Kwanzaa, all right? And I had to come back and learn what it means. So I'm thankful for Brother Minister Charles Muhammad. I'm thankful for you for being patient with me. And one more thing, Brother Rashid, and then I got to spin the block on another part of ignorance of myself, which was Juneteenth. You hear a lot of people talking about Juneteenth now. But Mother Gordon, right there at Southern Missionary Baptist Church, was having Juneteenth when some of us weren't even thinking about it. She would bring the community together and she would educate them. And I had to come back to her, what is this Juneteenth? It's just another holiday. It's another July 4th. No, Brother Washington, no. It has nothing to do with that. So I thank you. And I thank you for sharing your knowledge at no cost with us. I thank you for being patient with us. I thank you for bearing all of the insults that some of us have lobbed your way. I thank you for all of the obstacles that you had to overcome. I thank you for all the opposition, all the haters. I thank you for all the shame. I thank you for all of us that have lined up and you knocked us down one by one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for loving us more than we hate ourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brother Rashid, I'm ready to take it a little bit further into the program. Where do you want us to go next? I got some, man, I'm looking in this building right now. And I'm seeing so many people. I know that we're not doing Kwanza today, creativity, but I'm seeing some creative guys in the building. And God is power and force. All right, so I'm looking at spoken word. I'm getting a signal because we need a word. We need a divine word. We need somebody that can just come through at the drop of a dime or the drop of a hat. I need someone that's been in the system. I need someone that can speak truth. All right, I need someone that has tears for the wounded. And I see my brother Jody Summers walking up to the microphone now. He has never hesitated to use his brilliance in the cause of our struggle, in the cause of truth, in the cause of freedom, in the cause of equality. I present to you today my brother Jody Summers.
Give it up for Brother Washington. All right, let me get this mic together. I think I'm going to do I grew up on PBS. But, you know, the whole saying, stay ready so you don't have to.
Get ready.
Okay, I got Brother Washington right there with me. It is beautiful seeing all of you out here tonight. Put a hand, as he said, for yourselves. Put a hand. But if you do not know me, my name is Jody J. Summers, child of the system, better known as Spoken Truth. I'm a poet, author, illustrator, a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm just happy to be here. So this piece that I have is called I Grew Up on PBS. Any of you remember Sesame Street?
Oh, yes, sir.
Sesame Street, Big Bird, all that stuff. So I found myself at a point in life where I was teaching kids, going to book fairs and stuff. And my repertoire of poetry is more like Brother Washington, we get something that he likes, and I had to write something for them. So I hope it brings back some childhood memories for you, and let's begin. Peace. I grew up on PBS. As a kid, growing up, my family didn't have much, but we did have public broadcasting. I would sit there and watch the screen and imagine a different life. We didn't have cable or satellite, and our vacations were only as far as public transportation would take us. So I sat there and absorbed all the information I could glean. Watching the electric company, Fraggle Rock, Sesame Street, this old house, Bob Ross creating happy little trees. The Magic School Bus, the Reading Rainbow, the various amounts of cooking shows and how to DIY. I was always amazed by the Masterclass series and how these amazing creators got to be the person they were. The fundraisers were interesting, but I enjoyed the orchestras more than anything. Bill Nye the Science Guy, Schoolhouse Rocks, and Nova took the cake. As I got older, my life was nothing like I saw on the screen. I couldn't find Big Bud or the Cookie Monster, and all I seemed to run into was Oscar the Grouches as I got older. No Super Growers or Elmos appeared, and there weren't too many happy little trees. I found myself lost, and definitely thought I took a wrong turn into the feeding cage of Jack Hanna's Animal Show before they were put on the screen. I found myself lost. And then one day, I decided to make a change. I took a right, yes, a right, at Mr. Rogers' house, instead of the left that put me down this road. I saw the familiar face of Snuffleupagus and continued, yes, continued down Sesame Street, guided by the reading rainbow, and paused, yes, paused at the completed old house. I finally found those happy little trees and grabbed a meal, yes, grabbed a meal from Julia Child. The electric company finished up the street lights just as Miss Frizzle was pulling up to take us the rest of the way. The Crash Brothers waved and showed me that the animals weren't so scary, and the count, yes, the count, gave me the numbers I needed to subtract from where I went wrong. Now I write books, create my own artwork, my own brands, and I am building, yes, building a better future for those that see me now. I get to perform all over the world with the sound of my voice and the imagination, yes, imagination BBS instilled in me as a kid. My family didn't have much growing up, but we did have public broadcasting. And because of those hours, yes, hours spent in front of the screen, I am here, yes, here to tell you my dreams. In peace. Thank you for the call. Shameless plug, if I have to do it, I have everything and everything and all that stuff. If you want to know more about me or my books, my artwork, what I do in the community, you can Google me, Jodiel Summers. And it should come up one of the links and stuff like that. If you do like crystals and stuff like that, I got a bag right there. And shout out to all the vendors. Make sure you go talk to them, speak to them, all that good stuff.
Thank you. Give it up one more time for Mr. Spokey Groove. All right, so now we are going to hear some other words from someone I know from my personal life, from my current profession. We have a housing investigator and also board member over at the Awareness Center around the corner, Ms. Debbie Jackson. Give you a round of applause for her.
Thank you. This is my first time coming to an event like this, and I'm inspired. I can't follow the poet. I don't have any, rhymes or anything like that. But I just want to tell you this. I spent most of my life, I'm 61 years old, I spent most of my life advocating for others, empowering them and letting them know that they have a voice. I was a union president with the Blade for 31 years, and now I'm at the Fair Housing Center where I investigate alleged discrimination. And it's generally among our people who are Black and brown. I want to let you know that we can change the narrative that has been put out there for so many years, going back to the time when we were enslaved. And a lot of us, if we just changed our mindset and go in a different direction and not believe the lies that have been told to us that have actually been passed down generationally. We're not winning when we depend solely on social services. That's just an extension of what the master used to do. He says, come to me for all your needs. Instead of empowering ourselves and teaching our children from one generation to the next, that we can do it too. We came from a great lineage. I'm sure a lot of people know this, going all the way back to Egypt, and even coming out of when we were emancipated. When we asked, it wasn't told to us, we asked for 40 acres and a mule. When they saw what we could do with that, they took it back. But I'm here to tell you, even in 2024, and as we enter into 2025, empower our youth. I have a young lady right here, I'm not gonna call her out by name, but I've been going to their school on a regular basis, trying to get to the youth, because that's where the change is gonna come from. We have to break this cycle that has been put on us. That's almost like a curse. We have to break it and tell the next generation that we empower them to go forward. I am not the voice for people. I amplify your voice. That's what I'm here to do. And I thank Marty for inviting me out tonight. Like I said, this is my first time, and I'm a proud Black African-American woman. I don't walk around with my head held down. I don't believe people when they tell me this is what you should be. I hold up my own mirror. I know who Debbie Riley Jackson is. And if we tell our children, I don't care where you're at in life, you can be starting from the bottom of the barrel, you can still pull yourself up. You can be somewhere in the middle, bring somebody else along. I've been trying feverishly with this young lady, I'm gonna pull her along. My agent, I never knew when I went to that school that I was gonna meet a young lady like this, she just needs the resources to get her going. Tell whether they're your own children or a neighborhood child. I grew up in the Onyx, I grew up on Hamilton Street. I went to Anna Pickett. I then went to Start. I don't live in the neighborhood because life has happened to me. I got married, got divorced, had kids, and I moved around. But I still call this home. This is where my roots are at. This is where everything that I know that I am today, I got it from here, in my community. My mother didn't walk around and tell her children, you're less than. She empowered us with her words. And one thing that we do have that we never take note of is we all have time. Take the time to empower someone else. Again, I don't care where you're at in life. When people come to me, when they say they're being discriminated against, I ask them, walk me through that story, how you were discriminated against. And most of the people come to me, they just give it away. They allow people to treat them in such degrading manners. Our dollars speak for us. I'm not gonna spend my money where I'm not liked. I'm not gonna spend my money where somebody doesn't give me respect and they don't say hello when I go in the store. We have a lot working for us if we just partner. We get off, we got the cell phones, and you see people on Instagram and TikTok, and all we known for is twerking and our hairstyles, but we're much more than that. Much more than that. I am a person of substance, and so are you. When people refer to me, when they see me walk around, for a long time, I didn't have kinky hair. I had a perm in my hair. Because I had that self-hatred that was instilled in me, that I had to have straight hair. Now I walk around, and I'm strutting my afro. Do you hear what I'm saying? Gray hairs and all. I embrace me. I love my culture. And if I leave you with this whole thing is beautiful. We need to take it to the streets. We need to be doing pop-ups. We need to be getting in these schools. We're taking a fair housing to the schools now. Romulus Durant with the public schools. He's working on something with us. We're working with the schools, the non-traditional schools, trying to get them, for the kids to see that there is hope for us. Even if we want to stay in this neighborhood, or we want to go wherever we want to go, whatever our zip code is. And I'm going to end with this. I don't know if a lot of you have heard about Ode to the Zip Code. That's something that the Fair Housing Center does. I'm going to bring some pamphlets up here, our brochures, to this center. We need to see more of our faces at the Ode to the Zip Code. And we need to break down the barriers that have been binding us up for all these years and break this generational curse. So we need to stop talking about things that we want to do, and we need to start doing it. Each and every one of us, from the youngest to the oldest. Thank you.
Man, I am so glad I asked you to come. That was really good. Beautiful, beautiful. Like, I was about to lost for words for a second. Just give me a second, jeez. Yes. But thank you so much, Debbie, for coming out. I really appreciate it.
I'm coming back.
Yes, please come back. We really want you back. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about cooperative economics, collective worker responsibility. You can see where my brain was. I was a whole day off. But that is the beauty of collective worker responsibility, and why, aside from creativity, it's probably my favorite of the principles, because it is the one that I embody the most. It's the one that I feel like I call on the most. It is the one that makes me feel like I'm a part of a community. because I make mistakes. I've made mistakes this entire presentation. And I have people around me to tell me, hey, you're making a mistake. And there's two ways to handle being told you made a mistake. You can get angry, get defensive, try to push that away or try to make it so that that's not the reality. Or you can just accept it and correct it. Like I was saying, cooperative economics, we're good. 20 minutes. I sent Debbie an email saying, hey, this is what the principle's about. And I get up here and everyone's like, hey, wrong principle, dummy. And I'm like, oh, well, great. We're on the wrong day. But it's fine. It's okay because world didn't end. Everything kept going. We all just laughed about it, corrected it, and moved on. And that's the beauty of collective work and responsibility, is being able to look to each other and say, you got my back, I got your back. And when you have each other's backs, that's when things come out better. Again, I talk about my grandmother a lot when I come up here. That's because without her, like, I know we say without her all this wouldn't be happening, but honestly, if she didn't call me every so often, because it would tell me, hey, Rodney, you need to do this, I would forget. A little peek behind the curtain, I work full time. I'm a professional wrestler in my spare time. I'm now streaming on Twitch. I'm trying to write a comic book myself. I have a lot of things I am constantly trying to think about and trying to work towards. And full honesty, if it wasn't for the people I have in my life, I would get none of this done. Noble Rose back there actually designs all of my logos. Literally all of them. Every time I need something designed for my wrestling purposes, my phone is out and I'm texting or calling her saying, hey, can you do this? She goes, yeah, that sounds good, I guess. That's a dumb idea, but whatever, I got you. And then she draws it in 20 minutes and I'm like, cool, that's much better than what I said, thank you. So shout out to her. Go make sure you look at her stuff, buy her stuff. It makes me feel better because that's one of my best friends there. And that is another aspect of it. She makes everything for me. I tell every person I can that, hey, you need design work, you need graphics made, you just want some cool jewelry. You know who to hit up. I have people in my life that do music, that wrestle, that draw, that do all these other amazing things. And I try to tell other people about them because that is like me working with them. That's me trying to get their business up off the ground. That's uplifting people. So, and I'm just gonna leave you with this, and this is a little bit of a side note. If you do have any independent creators in your life that you believe are, you want to support them, but you're like, oh, I don't have the money, which understandable, the economy's in the toilet. Just like, share, and show their stuff to other people so that they can continue to build an audience. That helps a lot. I know I kind of got away from what I was talking about there, but I just wanted to throw that out there too. Anyway, I think I've yapped on a little bit too long, or just enough. We might be hitting that baby bear Goldilocks situation here. Do we have anything from my brother Rashid? Because he helps me also with everything I'm forgetting.
Brother Gordon said, go up there and take some. So I did, yes ma'am. I did. Good evening, everybody. Oh yeah, we can talk about that too. I just want to really quickly talk about tonight's principle, which is responsibility. Responsibility is a big word. Coming from somebody that is co-chair with Rodney for this organization, there's a lot of responsibility that falls on our shoulders. But we have our great committee. Make some noise for them because they, without them, each day, one of them calls me and says, you have to do this, you have to do that, and I abide by it. We listen to each other, and we give our suggestions to one another. A peek in my life, I just recently had open heart surgery in July, and responsibility, it wouldn't be possible to get majority of this stuff done without the committee, without the advising of these people, knowing my current situation. It really shows the method of being quick to listen and not to speak, right? A lot of times we hear things and we just be quick to do something or speak about it, but in this year alone, I've learned what it means to listen and receive, right? And a lot of times in our community, as black people, we just hard-headed. We don't want to listen to what somebody else got to say. But if you just take the time and listen to somebody, whether it's younger or older, you'll learn something that you might never knew before. You know, so I'm appreciative of our committee, from the former committee to the new committee. I'm appreciative for Josh stepping up as our historian for the Kwanza House. I'm thankful for Brother Washington, Brother Don, and Ms. Elsie, and Rodney, and all the people behind the scenes, like Tatiana, helping with the cameras and stuff. I'm appreciative for you. But it takes time and responsibility to pull this together, and it takes money as well. So if you ever decide you want to donate to the Toledo Kwanza House, feel free to see one of me, Rodney, or an advisor, and we can help get that information to you. I'm just happy. I'm excited. Say again. Yes. The email as well. We can get you email information. We can send you some more information about what Kwanza is and what we do. This is not just going to be a one-time thing out of the year. This is going to be all year round. We're going to start getting in the community, working with some of our community as well, and really wanting to see what the community has and needs. You know, we have to work within our community before we go out elsewhere. We have to work within the black community. So I'm excited to see what 2025 has for the Toledo Kwanza House. I believe Mother Gordon has some information, so we're going to turn the mic over to her really quickly. Let's make some noise for her.
I'm going to speak on behalf of the Frederick Douglass Center. I sit on the board here, and we are in our planning stages for the next quarter. That means January, February, and March, we have our calendar. And that's the reason why it's important that we get your email or how you want this information sent to you. We will have our daycare opening up in January. We have other activities, sports programs, and we have our community organizations that come out the first Friday and the third Friday. Isn't that right? You guys come out then and give out information when we do our food distribution. And please, if you know anyone, don't let your pride get in the way of making sure that we have food for people who really truly need it, and that nobody should go hungry in America. No one. And we're going to have a garden coming up this year, and we're going to make sure that we not only have the garden, but we're going to be doing some teaching on how to use the food from the garden. And it's very important that we have information that we can share. So please listen out. And Toledo Kwanza House has been around for over 50 years. And we have been in many of the schools, we've been in many of the community organizations, and we've been invited by many organizations. Toledo Edison, we went out and did a presentation for them, and they're part of our donation. And we get a lot of things that you may not be aware of, how people support the ideas of us being able to help one another. So we really want you to leave us a card or information before you leave every night. And starting tomorrow, I'll make sure that we have
paper that you can fill out and get your email address. And thank you for coming from Fair Housing. I'm an investigator with Fair Housing. I go out to check to see if someone's been discriminated and they think that I'm getting ready to get an apartment, you know, and how we're treated when we go out. And then we send another white lady or man back out and be able to find out how we're being discriminated. So your job is very important, and what you're doing is a great work at the Fair Housing Department. So a lot of times we wear many hats in the community, but I would like everyone to just look at yourself and ask yourself, am I doing all that I can while I can to make this myself and my community better? Ask yourself. I'm not going to judge you. You can ask yourself that question. But before I leave, I want to say a long time ago, when we were at home, Daddy was a king and Mama was a queen. We built big cities and made clothes real pretty. We had diamonds and gold and respect for the old. Then one day, the white man came. He put us on ships and sailed us away to many lands that we did not know. We continue to fight for our rights. But again, we have used each other. So my sister and my brother, let us not do it again. Let's not repeat the story again. We are sisters and brothers. We are sisters and brothers.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all better clap for my grandmother. Okay, so we're about to wrap things up, but first, we need to have our vendors come down here once again and tell us what we got. Yeah, we do that every day. I know y'all look surprised for some reason. And I'm getting her new business cards that say head of the Rod Regis Art Department.
Hello, I'm Ashley Roy, and I'm with my dynamic duo back there, Kay, and we are offering a program for women to get free mammograms and pap smears. So if you know anyone that needs those services, or if you need those services, come and check us out.
Hello, my name is Sister Yvette Muhammad with Sister Muhammad's Kitchen. If you don't know, I'm about to tell you something great. This is the Navy bean pie right here. I come with the good news. But all of the ingredients, all listed on here, like I said yesterday, all except for the part that said love. I should have put that last on the list or first on the list in capital letters. But they're only $5 each. Do yourself a favor so you can go to bed with a smile on your face and get you a Navy bean pie today. And with every purchase at our table, you will receive a complimentary issue of the Final Call newspaper. It is Black-owned, Black-managed, and international. It's a weekly newspaper. If you're not familiar with it, you'll see the brothers on the street corners with it. It's usually only $2, but today, and today only, you will get a complimentary issue. My name is Lori Abelson, and I have African clothing over there, dashikis, dresses, kufis, all on sale.
program. I'm a recruitment specialist for Lucas County Children's Services, and I am here making a plea for the children of Lucas County. 419, stand up and foster. Ask me how, I'll tell you how. I won't take up a lot of your time. I'm in the back of the table. I have some free goodies back there for you. So please stop by as you contemplate or think about taking a child in your home. Much needed. Hello. My name is Yasser Muhammad. I am an author of a book known as Fable 5. It's an action sci-fi book. If you can't see, brighten up a little bit. I sell books. I take pictures because I'm in full cosplay, as you can see with some of my characters. King Sheldon Print. I also have an artist, and I also do art myself. If you want to pick up a print, all prints are $5. And if you want a book that is $22, I have Venmo and I take cash. Thank you and have a good day.
There's no clothes out there real quick. Yeah, let me see it. No, go ahead. Go out here so everybody can see you. Yep. Word. Yes, you can. You got my man out here like a whole superhero. I love it.
Hey, does anybody get up at 6 o'clock Sunday morning? Anybody? 6 o'clock? Nobody. I just letting you know tomorrow morning at the Mix 95.7 and Hots 97.3. We got an interview with Brother Graham about Kwanza. So if you're up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you go to those stations, you'll hear us talking about Kwanza in the morning. So I thought I'd throw that out there because I didn't want to be the only one up.
All right, thank you, brother. All right, now we're going to have everybody stand up. We're going to do our Harambe 7 times and then we can dismiss. Yeah, be sure again to check out the vendors before you leave. Please support the vendors. Please support those vendors. All right, cool. Oh, right. That was a little bit right. Okay, so what we gonna do? Let's try this again. We did it again yesterday pretty good. Just gonna reach out, and then you're gonna say Harambe and pull that in. Harambe means we pull together. Yep, so then we're going to do that 7 times, and on the last one, we're going to hold it as long as we can. All right?
Yes, sir.
Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Harambe! 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 Last one. Be! Have a good night. Get home safe. Make sure you stay warm and everything.